Morning, it's October 9th. Just reading the thought for the day, 24 hours a day. This meditation book was published, I believe it was written in the 1940s, I think published by Hazeldean in 48, from what I read. The guy who wrote it, self-published it and printed copies in his basement for years to distribute to AA members in the 1940s, until it took off so much that he couldn't manage it himself anymore. And then a guy at Hazeldean started printing it for him. So anyway, October 9th, AA thought for the day. Am I willing to be bored sometimes at meetings? Am I willing to listen to much repetition of AA principles? Am I willing to hear the same thing over and over again? Am I willing to listen to a long, blow by blow personal story because it might help some new member? Am I willing to sit quietly and listen to long-winded members go into every detail of their past? Am I willing to take it because it is doing them good to get it off their chest? My feelings are not too important. The good of AA comes first, even if it is not always comfortable for me. Have I learned to take it? Meditation for the day. God would draw us all closer to Him in the bonds of the Spirit. He would have all people drawn closer to each other in the bonds of the Spirit. God, the great Spirit of the universe, of which each of our own spirits is a small part, must want unity between Himself and all His children. Unity of the Spirit in the bonds of peace. Each experience of our life, of joy, of sorrow, of danger, of safety, of difficulty, of success, of hardship, of ease, each should be accepted as part of our common lot in the bonds of the Spirit. Prayer for the day. I pray that I may welcome the bonds of true fellowship. I pray that I may be brought closer to unity with God and other people. So, yeah, this is a good reading. I made some notes to go like this. My feelings are not too important. That's really what I took out of the main thought for the day, is that, the way I feel is not important at all, really, in the whole big picture of life. Being a human being, I'm going to have lots of different feelings. They're going to be up and down. They're going to be all over the place, and they're not really important, I mean, I could go through my life being a slave to my feelings and thinking, giving them more importance than they have, and trying to live my life so that I always feel good. And I suppose addiction is like that in a way. It's always trying to feel good, trying to feel better, or trying to change the way I feel. But in recovery, I got to realize that my feelings are not too important. I need to be tolerant of boredom and repetition and droning on, because somebody may need to say it, or somebody may need to hear it, right? So at meetings, it's important to be maybe stoic is a word, just to sort of be there as one among many, to soak it up and to put up with feeling uncomfortable or feeling, bored or whatever. The good of the overall 12-step movement is the important thing, not my feelings, so that addicts can continue to be helped to a better life. The good of the 12-step program comes first, even if it's not always comfortable for me. I've learned to be tolerant, and I've learned the necessity of developing tolerance. So that's important. The meditation. We are all a small part of God. God wants us all to be drawn together in the bonds of the Spirit. God wants unity between Himself and all His children. Unity of the Spirit in the bonds of peace. All experiences in life, joy, safety, success, ease, sorrow, danger, difficult, hardships, etc., the good and the bad, are accepted as part of our common lot in life in the bonds of the Spirit. Now, the prayer for today. I pray that today I may be brought closer to unity with God and other people through the bonds of true fellowship. So that's it for today. Thanks. Hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment, but most importantly, have a wonderful day.